Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a room tour of my LEGO collection 2022. Now I've done this pretty much every year since 2017. So what's one more, Now, one of the biggest issues with my room is the roof. I am very lucky to have a big room in the attic, but that does limit the height. For example, this is the table I work on. I literally don't have room to put a normal sized table, but I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, my room is split in two halves, and I want to show you one half because that's just my normal room, and then the other half, as you can see here, you can see my poster there, is dedicated to my LEGO collection. So we're going to start over at this shelf right here. So at the top of this shelf, we have the Hogwarts Great Hall. I just call it the Hogwarts Castle. It's a really nice set. I'm going to keep it up for ages, I think, or ever, because it's such a good set. And the Rose Burst, which is one of my personal favourites out of my collection. As you can see, I have two remote controls here for lights. As in my displays, I have these lights, except for they don't work at the moment because the batteries ran out. I, for some reason, bought terrible batteries for them, but I'll get new batteries for them at some point. Here we can have the Imperial part. We've got my TIE Fighter, the Scout Trooper helmet. I do want to get another helmet. I might get that new Mandalorian that came out. And we've got my Luke Skywalker area. I've got the X-Wing and one of the Sans feeders right there. As you can see, with a lot of my sets, I've kind of tried to display them so they look really good on display. I didn't want them just sat down because they don't look as good like that, so I just made these little custom displays that don't look bulky, but they get the job done. Down here we have this. Now I got this display case for Christmas and I really like it. I'm surprised I've never bought one before, and I've put either my favourite figures or my most valuable LEGO Star Wars figures in there, which I don't really have that many valuable ones, but yeah, I'll probably end up getting another one because they're genuinely just really good. And then we've got my A-Wing, my Resistance A-Ring there, very nice. Moving along, we have, and I really need to make sure these don't get sun damaged, oh my god. We have the Avengers Tower, very nice, very good on display. And the Mandalorian Starfighter, again. I didn't like the way the ship was folded, so I made this little stand here where you can spin the ship, which is not really the case, which is not the point, but it just looks so much better like this on display. So that's my first display unit there, and we can move on to the second one. But actually, before we get onto that, in this box here, I have all of my mostly LEGO Star Wars mini builds, speeders, battle packs, foil bags, poly bags, all you name it, all in there. I got some stickers I really need to get off, but they won't come off that easily. But we have Baby Yoda, probably again one of my favorite sets. Don't need to do anything to display it, just already looks awesome on display. We've got my resistance wiring. Can the camera focus please? My resistance wiring, again, I'd love to display it like this, but I can't be arsed. And down here we have my Bad Batch shuttle, which I think this set looks amazing on display. Again, folded and just there, it doesn't look great, but when you make a little stand, that doesn't take away too much from it, and it looks epic when it's just out like this, because the detail in this set is really good. We've got the droid gunship. Now this set looks good, but oh my god, is it a pain in the ass. It breaks whenever I hold it, and to display it, it was such a pain in the ass, but I managed to get it done. And then we got the AAT, which it's just that set, isn't it? Down below we've got all of my 501st battle packs, and a few exceptions, and this custom Republic fighter tank, which the 501st version, and some other sets which they're okay. I put down in my less viewable display section. Now moving on, you can see basically where I build. Now again, I can't have a high table because there's no room. The roof just is very it gets in the way. Now again, yes, I could put a normal size table there, but this unit won't fit there. You see where my issue is? That there's not enough room. Like, I have to, one thing would either have to be sacrificed, and it had to be the table, unfortunately. But what I do is I either just kneel here, which is really uncomfortable, or I use that beanbag. But as you can see, I've used these plastic boxes to store either plates and bricks, which I think is my favorite way that I've done it, and I'll definitely be keeping this method. And we've also got curved slopes there as well, and I'm using these pick-a-brick cups as well. We got these plastic cups. I use these plastic cups when sorting or parting. It makes it very easy. For example, I've got these. I just need to find a way to sort them, because at the moment I'm doing a big sorting session and trying to sort all my parts and stuff, because honestly, you'll see in a minute, it's a mess. And here's some more stuff that can be sorted. This part over here is just some drawers that I store certain types of parts. A lot of plates. Again, this is going to have a big change because it's very messy. Down here, these boxes are very useful. This first one has all of my greenery, leaves and things in. It looks very satisfying. I love it a lot. Next one is studs, as you can see from the top. Down below is mostly buildable bricks and slopes and some gold pieces. Again, this is going to change, and a few gaps for extra space. This is my minifigures. So we've got all the minifigure parts here, which is just stored in different sections, as you can see as I go along here, just different sections. Below that we have all of my non-Star Wars minifigures right here, and a few in these cases here, which are personal to me. This is definitely one of my favourite non-Star Wars minifigures of all time. Behind that we have this here. This is my worst nightmare. Yep, full to the brim of unsorted bricks. What the hell are your morgus? Moving on to the right, we have a few drawers here. We got slopes. Again, that will probably end up changing, and those will be parted out in more detail. We got railway tracks, tires. I don't know why I have so many. Look at this. What the f. And Technic pieces. That won't be sorted because I don't really use Technic. Behind that we have this big fat Lego bag, and this has some parts in there that needs to be sorted as well. Again, a lot of sorting needs to be doing. And if we go to the right of that, we have this part. Now this part is kind of just there because there's nowhere else to put it really. Now I've only really cleaned-ish to make this video. Apart from that, all of my drawers and stuff will be on the floor because I'm sorting at the moment. So if we start over here, this is very temporary. If you look at this, this was literally a part of those drawers there, but yeah, they don't fit under the table, so I'm just stored them here for now, and currently I'm in the process of figuring out what to put in them. In this drawer here is basically where I'm parting down all of the non-sets that I want on display into bags. Here you can see we've got the set names and stuff like that. There's loads in there, and there's another one here but it doesn't fit in, and this won't close, so I'm gonna have to minimize that somehow. Here we have, you know, windows, doors, some transparent window pieces, car pieces, and a few other junk in there. In here, again, very randomized, you know, strange odd bricks that I don't know where to store. This is kind of like car pieces and things like that, and we got some kind of like Christmassy shit. Here, my favorite drawer. All my Star Wars minifigures. Again, I love this so much because this is like 2 years of me collecting Lego Star Wars. 2 years and a half, I think, about. Hey, yo, boy. Up here is very messy. Look how dusty it is. That's because, again, my room, if your room's in the attic, you know what I mean, it gets really, really dusty, and I don't come here, so I don't really have the chance. The reason why there's a makeup brush is because I use this to dust. I know that is very scuffed, but I just can't be asked to find a better solution. brick separators, just some paint for some reason. These cups, again, I use them for parting out, or, you know, they're really useful actually. And, you know, stuff to unbox things and things like that. And these are actually pens. Here, this is a work in progress. I've had these for ages, but I'm actually properly changing it up. As you can see, I'm starting to show what different sections are, so you can actually know, I can actually know what I'm pulling out. And I haven't finished, obviously, but you know, so far I think it looks pretty good, and it's really useful, as you can see. Now I know this is 5 pieces. Here again, just another table, and some sets that are this I'm not going to display because I don't think it looks that great. It's a good play set, but just not displayability in my opinion. Some other things I'm going to break down. And down below, finally, we have instruction manuals, and that needs to be sorted. Oh my god, that is a mess. Again, some random plastic bags and just bubble wrap, and then some more Lego that needs to be sorted there. It's a mess, honestly. I've got so much work to do, and I don't have time to do it. So yeah, that is my Lego room tour 2022. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.